Hi there, I'm Gianna from Family Fun Twin Cities, and this is the Let's Go Do Fun Stuff show. Family Fun Twin Cities has made it our mission to connect families with the fun things to do around the Twin Cities. If you like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, or share. Any of those things would be super helpful, and it doesn't cost you any money. When my kids were little, I would try to do it all. I don't think I liked being at home because I would book and book and book us. Like one day, I booked us for 3 apple orchards. 3 apple orchards in one day. I was convinced we needed to see them all. My husband would come home from work and say, "You need a day of not doing anything. All this running around is not good for you or the kids." To which I would reply, "But I can't stay at home. I just can't. Plus, I have already let people know we are coming, and I can't disappoint them." To which he would shake his head and walk away. He knew there was no changing my mind. Until my kids would have a meltdown about the next fun thing we were about to do. And I would get so confused. I would insist, "But this is fun." It wasn't to them, and they were overwhelmed, and it took far too long to learn that lesson. I'm really glad that my kids haven't started to hold that against me yet. Maybe someday they will, but so far I've escaped their ire. So when I say let's do it all this fall, I don't really mean it. It's tongue-in-cheek. You can't do it all this fall, nor should you. I would suggest using our Fall Fun Guide to confirm what is important to you, and then from your very own list, pick the most important thing. An apple orchard, a pumpkin patch, a corn maze, a fall train ride, a leaf peep tour. Side note, I don't think I've ever heard it called a leaf peep tour before this year. I'm really so behind on following the trends. We have found over 500 things to do in the Twin Cities. And along the lines of not doing it all, you really shouldn't do all 500 things. 500 things plus, I should say. Remember the advice from my husband, Chris. You need a day of not doing anything. All this running around is not good for you or for the kids. And can I be honest? He said one day because he was shooting for the amount of time I would most likely accept. And when I didn't accept it, there literally was nothing else he could do. Okay, with that in mind, there are over 500 things to do with kids in the Twin Cities. Some of them may be automatically weeded out because of cost or location or age appropriateness. Okay, so let's say now we are down to 300. I'm sorry, you still can't do 300 things with your kids in the short kid span of childhood. So you again need to make a list. Take out a sheet of paper and a writing utensil. Sometimes I love myself a pencil and other times a pen or marker. It doesn't matter. What does matter is that you love your kids. You want to be present with them, and sometimes that is easier to do on an adventure outside or inside your home. Now, on your piece of paper, make 3 columns. Grown-ups, kids, together. What are some things you like to do as a grown-up? Some ideas may include eating good food, being outside, exploring new places, drinking coffee, being with friends, fishing. You get the idea. The list can go on and on for you as the grown-up. But now you need to kind of stop and start listing things that your kids like to do. Make a mess, build forts, fight with each other, go to the zoo, be outside, go to the park. You get the idea again. When you have finished your list for the kids, look at both of them and see where they intersect and list under the together section those things that seem similar. Go outside, eat. What are some things you could combine that would make both of you excited? Go to a park in a new neighborhood or new town. Meet friends at a nature center where they can build a fort or make a mess and it isn't at home. Bring coffee with you at the zoo with the kids. Use our 500 plus things to-do list to start your brainstorming and tweak it to what works best for your family. Speaking of going out to eat, there are plenty of places that offer kids free food or food at a discounted rate. It might be every day of the week or on a specific day of the week. And usually the restaurants who offer kid deals are kid-friendly. They want your kid there. And if they want your kid there, they understand that kids are loud and unpredictable. They give a lot of grace, and if they don't, seriously talk to a manager. Offering kids deals means you want kids there. Sometimes they just need to be reminded. If you are in the Twin Cities, we have a list of where kids can eat free or for cheap on our website, and it is organized by location in the metro as well as by day of the week. Thank you to this week's featured partner, Songs with Sarah. Songs with Sarah and Family Fun Twin Cities have been working together since Sarah McCaffrey came back to Minnesota from the East Coast about 7 years ago. Her own compositions and musical education caused her music school to blossom beyond babies and toddlers to preschoolers and older. The studio in South Minneapolis offers the foundation of music education in its early childhood music classes. However, no matter what your child's age, they will also benefit from an appreciation of music. By using music learning theory, students, adults, and children learn to rely on their ears over their eyes through listening, movement, pattern play, singing, tonalities, and playfulness. We started Family Fun Twin Cities 10 years ago because Joy, Ann, and I all saw a need. The need was to know what to do in the Twin Cities, especially with kids. On her blog, Joy captured free entertainment in a calendar, and Ann used her website to explore little-known places with her kids and to tell us all about them. I tried to do it all. Anything that was interesting was up for grabs on my site. So when we came together, each of us did what we did best. Joy created the most thorough calendar for family events. Seriously thorough. And has maintained it for 10 years. The calendar is your go-to for anything that is free or costs less than $10 per person. Anne's explanation of why an event, activity, or location was a perfect visit was carried over into many of her articles on Family Fun Twin Cities. But the most useful, as an abbreviated resource for your weekend, is our Weekend Family Fun Guide. The most important details are included for you to make your plans, plus some of the reasons why you will want to consider those things that she has listed. We always include the links you need for more information, so take a look at the didgeridoo below. It's not about doing it all, even though it's tempting. It's about doing what you do choose to do and making it work for you. And in so doing, you can go do fun stuff.